God bless. This is Mark Anthony DeBello. There's 3 parts to this video. The first is me speaking on my most recent appearance on Dr. Phil, where I got the most negative, ungodly, evil responses from the audience and evil interactions and encounters with the participants. One of the participants was my ex-fiancée or even ex-wife, Marina. So the 3 parts to this story are these. Number 1, it's the lack of belief in God and me, and the fact that no matter how much I tell the truth or have faith in God, if somebody doesn't believe in God or believe in me, then they think I'm lying and they don't believe the truth. And it hurts not only that person, but it hurts me and it hurts both of us, as you'll see in this clip with Marina, who is speaking about our relationship, which really comes down a lot of the times to money. The fact that I work hard for it, I don't give it away for free necessarily, unless somebody's willing to work and believe in God, and I'm not going to let anybody buy my heart, and I'm not going to sell my heart to anybody. And as I've mentioned before, one of the big problems with women is they're either trying to, more or less, I say, prostitute themselves in some way, whether it's, trying to get to a man's body or to his heart or even to his soul. The second thing is trying to overpower a man when all they got to do, and I tell the analogy is, it's a lot easier to ride in the passenger seat than it is to have to be the driver. And I'm only, a follower who knows where he's going. And that's what a leader is. I'm just trying to get people to God. So regrettably, Marina and I always have or had money issues. That's part 1 of the story. Part 2 of the story, as I've mentioned before, is God will always find a way to bless a person for the work they do for him. If they need a financial blessing, he'll do that. But he is a God who controls everything. So the second part to this story is the financial blessing you might see me receive for, again, honoring him, working to serve him, even though on this recent Dr. Phil appearance, I was mistreated and falsely accused, manipulated, lied to, basically by everybody on the show, including Phil and his wife. The third part to this story, it probably comes down spiritually to, I won't call it greed as much as my lack of humility, in the fact that, as you probably or may have heard in 2 previous posts, I'm desperately trying to win some World Series of Poker jewelry. At first I wanted a bracelet, then I would be content with a ring. And I deep down feel, after a 3rd place finish and a 2nd place finish, God knows, perhaps, and the devil knows, but God mostly, the reason I want the ring more than the financial blessing is the fact that I in some way might brag about it or show it off or feel something less than humility, and just, I would have a positive pride, but it could easily carry over from a confidence to a cockiness or an arrogance. And I sense that spirit might be going against me. So regardless, just 1 week after my appearance on my recent Dr. Phil show, where again, it was the worst television ministerial experience perhaps of my life because of the women involved, Phil, his wife, and the audience. So God bless, and stay tuned for the remainder of this video.
First problems was, of course, when I was still in Moscow, he told me that if I come, he given me a job and will pay me some money. I said, okay, I will come, and he said, maybe I will pay you $1,000, maybe $2,000, yes, in the month, and you will be okay, and everything will be perfect. But when I come, he said, I'm sorry, I can't, I haven't, money is always.
We tried to be civil with each other, help each other. It was mostly me ending up trying to help her. But I did consider for a time marrying her on paper just to keep her here.
Okay, without getting too deep into what you just saw for the clips from the Dr. Phil show, the thing that I hear ringing in my ear is Marina's comment where she says he doesn't have money as always. See, you know, you can still be, you know, rich and priceless without having a lot of money. And you can still be greedy even if you have only a penny. Regrettably, Marina, like many women, they're, you know, especially those who don't increase their faith or belief in God, their security relies more on money. And again, I already mentioned how partially I feel about it and how God feels about it. But the moral of the story is I still hear that, you know, negative jab or comment of her, you know, her saying, you know, he doesn't have money as always. Well, that's not always true. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But either way, the principle remains the same. I trust in God, I work hard, and he always finds a way to reward me. But again, people, especially women, don't seem to believe that, and they judge a man by the amount of money he has or by the way he, you know, works within the world system. And I don't work that way. I work within God's system, and he always finds a way to bless me, and love is free and love is priceless. So having said that and hearing her comment, regrettably, just 2 days before her birthday, as I'm recording this on May 23rd, the day of this tournament, let me show you the results of this recent tournament that I played in online at the World Series of Poker. God bless. Okay, God bless. So we get to the final table. There's 3 players left. They're the chip counts. I'm pretty much in the lead with 1,000,003. And without giving too much description on the hands, I've got ace-jack. I've got to call this guy. If I can knock him out, we'll go heads up. I really felt like God was with me, especially after I saw the results of this hand. I already have him beat with a pair of aces. As long as it's not a 5, I've got him. Look at that, 4 aces. I mean, people can go a lifetime and probably not get 4 of a kind, especially 4 aces. So I really feel like God was with me going into the final table, heads up. It's me against this Justin Bieber, whatever his name is. So I had the chip lead. Here I have 4-6. I said, you know what, I'm just going to stick around. I don't think he was going to call. He must think I have an ace, but he sticks around. So maybe he has the ace. Now I think less chance he has it, and my 2 pair aces and 6s will be good. But no, he stayed with a pair of 8s. I give him credit for sticking around. Now he's got a 2-1 chip lead on me, but I know all I need is one good hand, and I can reverse that, and I'm pretty certain I can beat him. So now we put our blinds in the game Texas Hold'em here, and I've got my 7-8. I don't think he's got, you know, an ace, but he might have a queen or heart, so I really can't go anywhere with that hand, so I fold. I'm still just waiting for one good hand to, you know, get him heads up where I have the 2-1 chip lead. So now he's got 2 million in chips, and I've got about 1 million in chips, and we're playing for first prize and the ring. And as I mentioned before, I would rather have the ring than the money, basically. You know, again, positive pride, but also there's a chance that I, you know, would probably end up showing off. So now I feel I've got him. He's got ace, I've got ace 10. He's all in, I'm all in. I got him now. My ace 10 is dominating his ace 7. As long as he doesn't get a 7. And there he got it. I can't complain because I had a hand like that earlier in the tournament. But again, I get another second place finish. I miss out on what I really wanted, which was that ring you see there, the World Series of Poker gold ring. But out of 200, I think 17 players, my third, you know, big money tournament, let's say in the last couple weeks, after a third place, second place finish, now I get another second place finish and another about $10,000. So God bless me. Thank you, Lord, for the money. But again, I would much rather, in some ways, have that ring. But there's 3 morals, 3 principles, and 3 lessons. Peace and God bless.